enable, we want to go to the general settings and say show in home screen CTA buttons. I know it says home screen CTA buttons, but it's for all CTA buttons. And that's essentially going to let this be an option in that drop down menu. So I'm going to do that for
That was
Call of
in
Duty.
home CTA buttons.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is like what's going to make it go on this list. So now that I've done that, I'm going to go back into Teams, edit feed topic, scroll down to CTA buttons, and click create CTA buttons, Call of Duty. We'll add new images for, and select feed topic. And now my Call of Duty is there because I checked that box. Does the connection make sense now to why I have to check that box? Okay, cool. And we'll click save. I'll do the same for PUBG as well. So then we'll see it here. One thing that's really important, these titles, there's no like asterisks there. It says it's not required, and you can essentially create one without it. But if you do, there's this weird buggy thing that happens where you can't actually click into it. So always make sure to add a title here. Click feed topic, PUBG, and click save. Now, I'm kind of like working with the layers. So let's just back up a little bit and hop in the app. I'm going to hard close and reopen. And you can see that I've got Teams here. And I've got the two buttons for Call of Duty and for PUBG. Again, it's kind of tricky because there's no back button. So what I actually recommend in the meantime, what a lot of our clients do is they actually create a CTA button that's called back for each one. Well, no, not, we wouldn't do that in Teams, but we would do it in the Call of Duty and PUBG. And that will bring them back to Teams, if that makes sense. Also, if you want these teams to not be in the hamburger menu, there's a setting for that as well.
Yeah, I was just about to say, well, because I see in the main feed, it's like kind of like repeating itself with PUBG and COD, and then it has it again underneath teams. I don't know.
Yeah, so I'm not sure how you guys want to organize this, but if you want to take items out of the hamburger menu, we just uncheck this box. Cool. So like I said, we've created our parent teams, we've created the games, and now what we've decided to do is within PUBG and Call of Duty, we're going to have those profiles. So the team profiles will be created in content pages. So you'll add a new content page. You give it the player name, bio. I can give you screenshots on how Zach Brown Band did this, if that would be helpful. Yeah, me too. I think it looks like really, really nice and customized. And they definitely used the source code to kind of code the page out the way that they want to. But basically, this is where we'll create the players, and each of these will have a link when they're created. So let's say this is, we created one and it's /player, right? Right now it's going to show up before a 4, but when we create the page, we'll have it, and we'll copy this link. Again, this is a hypothetical player. I haven't created it. And then we'll go back into feed topics, And for the Call of Duty team, we're going to edit feed topic and then add theirs in the CTA button. So we have, well, first I want to create the back button. So I highly recommend creating one with these sizes. And we're actually just going to put that, oh yeah, I didn't select team to be in there. But we're going to have them go back to the team feed topic. That's our kind of like workaround for them moving back out of the feed. So I'll add that. And then the external link will be the player. So and right now what I'll do, just so we can see everything. I'm going to change the setting to add gradient and text, since these images don't say what we need them to say right now. Go to Teams and do the same thing. So we're going to add that. Gradient and text. Then I'm going to go back into the Call of Duty and add the back button. That'll take us back out to the previous team's feed topic. Alrighty. I just took care of a lot, but I definitely want to go over everything. So when you go in the app, let's hard close and reopen. And then from feed, well, from the hamburger menu, we'll go into Teams, and you'll see Call of Duty and PUBG there. Let's click into Call of Duty, and you'll see player and the back button. I'm gonna move the back button to be here. When you click back, it goes back to Teams. When you go back into Call of Duty, you can click the player button and it'll bring up the page. Do you guys have any questions? I know I kind of zoomed around in that, but basically what needs to happen, we got to create these images for you know, all the feed topic, the avatars, and the actual CTA buttons. And then we obviously have to create the bio page template for everything. And like I said, I'll give you guys the way that ZBB did it, so you can kind of draw inspiration from that. But do you guys have any questions?
So we only need the back button when we're going like super deep with these topics, like creating these players, right? Because the other well, I think for the player profiles, it's kind of necessary, because if there's not a back button, then you have to click. Yeah.
Yeah, I do. And like I said, we can remove these once we have the back button tech. But I think when you have a feed topic within a feed topic, it's more confusing for the user. So I definitely think back makes sense to have as of right now.
I think we can label it like, maybe we can create like a team like profile picture, and then just have like a reverse back button, and it says like back to teams or something like that.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. I know we kind of slotted a little bit more time, but is there anything that you guys wanted to go over that we didn't? The main thing that we didn't go over is adding the rewards and wallpapers. But we definitely can do that once you guys have that ready.
Point stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
John, I just need those pictures from you for the articles too.
Okay, just gonna do some inspect element trickery. Gotcha.
Nope. That's it for me.
Good.
Sweet. Awesome, guys. Well, I'm here all week. If you guys have any random questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I have availability to hop on calls and re-explain things so you guys are up to speed with everything.
Great.
Cool.
Thank
All right,
you.
guys. We'll talk soon.
Thanks.
Have a good one.
Yep.
Bye.